All right, Friday fan feelings. We'll give you our predictions for the game coming up next here on Locked On Sooners.
You are Locked On Sooners, your daily podcast on the Oklahoma Sooners. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Once again, thanks for making Locked On Sooners your first listen every single day. Shout out to all the everydayers out there. Tune in and subscribe to the show wherever you get your podcasts. We're part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. Also, Locked On, the #1 sports podcast network as well. We'll be here after the show or after the game on Saturday, live reacting to everything that happened. Right, Jay? You'll be here.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
So it'll be covered. You'll be here. At least Jay will be here. I hope I can be here. I got my day job, sadly, but I'm going to try and be here if they'll let me.
Work.
But
Ew,
I know, man. Like responsibilities.
It gets us all.
It does. Anyway. All right. Friday fan feelings. I don't think Jay has looked at any of these that I've selected for Friday fan feels. Have you? Jay, have you seen any of these?
There you go. No.
Okay, perfect. So he's going to see these for the first time and get the opportunity to react to these. So let's start with this one. Zach from Facebook. I believe we see a team with razor sharp focus in all three phases Saturday. Boomer Sooner.
Zach from Facebook, I got to give it to you. I like the positive energy. I like the feeling of it because I want that now. Please give me some sharp focus on all three phases. And you know what? To that point, you said this before, John. And that just literally rung in my head. It's been 3 weeks since they've been to the crib and played a game. Mm-hmm. Now, they had that bye week between playing Tennessee and Bama in those 2 road games, which Brent Venables now 5-1 after a bye week. Shout out to him. Great job there, my guy. But being able to have not playing at your own crib that long is just bananas to think. Plus, I'm going to say this out loud, and I hate to say this out loud because I don't want to, I'm not superstitious, but at the same time, most people are going to think that I'm jinxing things. Remember this, last time Missouri won in Oklahoma was 1966.
That was also the last time that Missouri won in back-to-back games against Oklahoma.
Exactly. So please break that streak.
We're not afraid of no jinx. This Oklahoma team is locked in.
Yeah,
they've played
that one.
Really good football over the last. I mean,
don't let that streak break.
Aside from that first quarter against Ole Miss, they played a good game against the number 5-6 team in the nation
at the time. Yeah.
Fair point.
So
Oklahoma's playing good ball. Had that game been played on a drier field, maybe that game turns out a little bit differently. But the way that they played against Tennessee and the way that they played against Alabama, I'm not concerned about their focus level. All right, this one comes from Jeff over on Facebook. He said, they ain't going to come in and lay down. They have a very good defense. That's Missouri. If we play vanilla ball on offense like we have been, then OU ain't winning on Saturday.
I'm not sure how I'm supposed to agree with that.
I don't agree with Jeff here.
Because here's the problem there, Jeff, my friend. Alabama beat Missouri at their house. We just beat Bama.
Yep.
At their house. So the biggest struggle with Missouri is their ability to score, especially with what's going on with them on the offensive side of the ball. Now, granted, Ahmad Hardy's going to be a problem, and everybody struggled against him, but when Bama played against them, Hardy was not a factor. Bo was the dude. 11 carries for 61 yards. He was the guy that was the main one. Hardy had 12 carries for 52. You just got to do that again. Mm-hmm. Vanderbilt, similar situation. Hardy finished 20 carries for 97 yards. But Zoller, he couldn't get it going. And Vanderbilt was able to close it at the end, which is what's most important. They played Texas A&M. And Robinson had all the runs in that one, 17 carries for 110, while Hardy had 13 carries for 109. They had 200-yard rushers, but they were getting blown out. So it was basically, by the time they were actually get going, A&M's already sitting there 24-7. So, yeah, I totally understand the fear of the vanilla, but I'm not terrified of that. I just need us to go out there and run the ball down their throat and win the game.
Oklahoma's proven that they can win a game without the offense doing a whole lot. And they've done that.
Yeah,
in
and I think
games.
we should actually believe that because they've shown it.
Yeah. And so, listen, Missouri's defense is really good. Their offense is not, aside from Ahmad Hardy. I don't trust Matt Zollers to regularly beat Oklahoma in the pass game. And so if you can slow down Ahmad Hardy and minimize his impact, he's going to have an impact. You just have to minimize it. I likened it on the squad show earlier this week. I said, it's like playing against Shaq in the early 2000s. Shaq is going to get his. You just got to make sure he's not getting like 60. Same for Ahmad Hardy. He's going to get his. You just can't let him go for 150 and 3 scores.
Or you can let Shaq be the only one to get 35, 40 points, but make him shoot 40 shots to get there. Yeah. Give yourself the opportunity with those rebounds because you're getting it. In this case, Ahmad Hardy can sit there and pound all game long, finish the game with 150 yards, but make him do that on 45 carries.
Yeah.
Make him earn it to where he's tired. Mm-hmm. And the only reason why they get points is because he gets them in field goal range and you stop them every time and make them kick field goals. You can do that. The defense is not bad for Missouri, but they're way above average, but they're not the best defense you've seen this season. So you should be able to execute on them.
Yeah. If the offense will help the defense, it won't be a game. Arbuckle needs to get the guys ready and go after Mizzou. John from Facebook. This is not me. This is another John from Facebook.
So you're the John from Facebook too.
I mean, I am a John on Facebook. So
you are a John on Facebook. You're a John that's speaking with Facebook. So that makes sense. Right. That's very fair. The offense needs to help the defense. And Ben Arbuckle talked about that in the presser. He mentioned that they need to do more to help that side of the ball. And it's very fascinating that we're at this point that I never thought that we'd ever get to where we'd be saying that we need the offense to help the defense. This is really a new territory for all of us. So I understand why people are freaking out. You have no clue what to do with your hands. I get it. But it's okay. It's okay that we have it reversed because having a really good defense that wins you games gets you a lot farther than just an offense if you're in shootouts nonstop. You can get stops with this defense. Mm-hmm. I need the offenses to get titanium leg in range and he's going to hit a 50-yarder.
Yep.
You're good. And they can do that. They've proven it.
Yeah, they proved it against Alabama that they can get the stops when they need to get the stops. And especially when coverage has kind of been their Achilles heel this year, they slowed down a prolific Alabama passing attack when the game mattered most. So trust it.
Good point.
This one comes from Sergeant Reg over on the X-Bird. He said, I want to see more deep balls. I like the quick outs and slants, but I want to see Mateer sling it downfield.
I think we all want to see that. Can we get Mateer to sling the ball? I want him to throw some balls deep to Satania. I want to see some deep passes to I actually want to see Giovanni go deep. Like, I know we've talked about him, in camp and stuff. We can get him going, dog. That's a big deal. Mm-hmm. It's just, I think that health-wise, he's still fighting and dealing with stuff too. So we'll see. But give me I want Ole Miss deep passes. Give me the deep passes to Satania again, down the side. Give me the deep passes against Auburn, the deep pass you did against Michigan. You can do it. Mm-hmm. Just go ahead and just let it rip.
Sling that thing. Seems like the kind of game the Sooners would usually lose, but man, if they lock in and beat these guys, it will really feel like something has clicked in Norman. This one comes from Hoopla on YouTube. When he said this, I thought back to the 23 season. You beat Texas, you beat UCF, and then things kind of fell apart against Kansas and Oklahoma State, right?
Yeah.
You're riding high, you're undefeated, and then you had a couple letdown losses.
Yeah. Please don't have winning hangovers.
Right.
Just don't.
If they show up with the same energy, I don't worry about it.
And I think they will show up with the energy that's needed to close in this game. I actually do believe strongly that this staff will be prepared. they're rocking the hard to kill shirts. They hear the chatter. So all they got to do is go out there and actually close. And so let's see if they do it.
And this is a big one for Sooner Nation. Show up early, bring the energy early, bring the energy to the tailgates, bring the energy to the Walk of Champions, bring the energy to the warm-ups, to the introductions, bring the energy. You are in an opportunity to have a playoff atmosphere and create a playoff atmosphere in Norman. This is your time. Like, as much as we put it on the players, this is an opportunity for Oklahoma Sooners fans, for Sooner Nation, to show up, show out, and let the nation know this program is to be reckoned with. This fan base is to be reckoned with. This is an opportunity.
And remember, this will be your first opportunity if you close out and the fans are loud and make things difficult for Missouri, that you could possibly host a playoff game.
Yep. You win this one, you get another opportunity the next week against LSU in an afternoon slot, a little bit better tailgating experience to get ready for the Tigers. It's all on the table for you, Sooner Nation. You want a home playoff game? Here's your opportunity to go earn one, just like the team can. This one comes from Cowboys on YouTube, Cowboys with a Z. Coming home where teams get relaxed. This is where some teams have a problem. He's saying this after having back-to-back road wins. This is the opposite of a trap game, not looking forwards, but in a sense, looking back at accomplishments. I thought this was a great point. If they look too much at what they've done against Tennessee and against Bama and aren't fully focused on Missouri, or they're looking ahead to LSU, this is the opportunity that they could get snuck up on.
I get the point.
Mm-hmm.
I think I don't believe this team will be that laxed in this game because they know what's at stake.
Yep.
Everybody does.
Yep.
And we are, and my buddy Ty said this before the Alabama game, we're a ticking time bomb. And if on the offensive side of the ball. And if it finally explodes, you have all the explosive pieces.
Mm-hmm.
You just need for it for the fuse to get lit and go. We'll see, but yeah, you don't look forward, don't look back. BV's already said we're taking it one game at a time. Don't pretend like it doesn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
But go out there and focus on execution.
That's right. Just take care of what you can take care of. Just got a couple more fan feels, and then we'll get to our predictions. Again, thanks for joining us here on Locked On Sooners. This one comes from Rob on YouTube. OU better bring their A game because Missouri is no punk.
They aren't at all. They're going to fight, and they're going to push, and they're going to do everything they can to try to win this game too. So you need to focus and close.
Yep. Eli Drinkwitz has kind of turned that program into a tough program. You know, like it's listen, I've dunked on Eli. I've been critical of him over the years, but I've kind of turned around on the guy. Like I'm not saying I'm a fan, but I respect him. I have a lot of respect for what he's done at Mizzou and the culture that he's established there. That this is a team, just like Brent Venables in Oklahoma was able to go into Tuscaloosa and steal a game. This is a team that could come into Norman and steal a game if you're not minding your P's and Q's. We're going to close with this one, though, because this is the kind of energy that we need going into Saturday. Tony says, going to be like old times.
Oh, Big 12. Bring them back to the crib. Let's get them. Let's get our lick back.
Yep. 67 wins in 97 tries against the Missouri Tigers. That's a pretty good little run. And 5 of those games you didn't win were ties. So it's time to remind Missouri who the big dog in the Midwest is, and it's Oklahoma. If we're the Midwest, we're like Midwest, South, like we're all of it combined.
Something like that.
Yeah, but we're kind of all of it. So, all right, Jay, that is it for Friday Fan Feels. Thank you all so much for providing those. We had so many comments and reactions, both on Facebook, YouTube, X/Twitter. So make sure you're following us on all the social media platforms and subscribe on YouTube as well. We love to share your comments and your thoughts on this show and react to them. So make sure you're a part of it. Jay, your prediction for Oklahoma versus Missouri, not at Missouri. I'm so used to road games.
Yeah.
Oklahoma,
I know, right? We had back-to-back. For 3 weeks, we were basically focused. 4 weeks, we were basically focused on road games. So totally understand that. This one is really tough to gauge. I do feel like this one will probably be similar to the Missouri and probably close to the Missouri-Auburn game, but maybe flipped. I don't think it ends up 23-17. I'm going to go lower. I'm going to say 20. I'm going to say 20-10. Oklahoma wins, covers the spread, and it's an under because I think Missouri is going to struggle scoring on this.
Yeah, I think Missouri will struggle scoring. I think, listen, Jackson Arnold was able to throw for 207 yards and complete 60% of his passes against Missouri's defense. Auburn ran for 150 and 2 touchdowns, averaging 3.7 yards per carry, but still, this just, to me, I feel like it's going to be a breakout offensive performance. And I'm not going to say they're going to run away with the game in this one. It's going to feel kind of like the Michigan game, kind of like the Auburn game, where it's close, but you do some really nice things offensively to kind of come away with the win. So it's not going to all be on the defense this week. I think the offense is actually going to show up and produce as well. So I'm looking at Oklahoma 24, Mizzou 16. I think, listen, I got a lot of respect for Ahmad Hardy. The dude is just phenomenal right now. And it would not surprise me to see the Sooners turn the ball over and give Missouri a short field that allows them to get a point here or there. But Oklahoma controls this game for the most part because their defense is just that good.
I can see it. Let's see if it happens.
Let's go. It's going to be a great weekend of college football. Make sure you're here on Locked On Sooners for the live show after the game, where Jay at least will react to it. Hopefully I can be here to react live with you as well. But subscribe to the show wherever you get your podcasts for free and available on all podcast platforms and on YouTube. So hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to let you know when new episodes drop. Follow Jay at Unfair Sports. Go check out his channel, Unfair Sports, for more Oklahoma Sooners and college football coverage. You can follow me at John9Williams and read my work covering the Sooners over at SoonersWire.com. The show is at Locked On Sooners on all of your favorite social media platforms. But until next time, he's Jay Smith. I'm John Williams. We'll talk to you then. Boomer.
Sooner.